Morning, everybody. I'm gonna let Chuck continue on where he left off for the night, and I'll see him when he's done and talk to him later about some other things that we need to do around the farm. I'm gonna start on this one until Charles shows up, and he said he wouldn't be too long. He had to do something until 8 o'clock, and then he'd be here. So I'll work on this while he's getting here. Well, Charles showed up a few minutes early, and he is off gonna take off on the tractor here and finish this field, and I will see you back at the farm. I had a phone call from the shop, and they said they sent a couple guys out for a few tests to see if they could put up a new shed at my farm that will hold a bit more of my equipment. So I'm gonna have a look over there and see what they have. I'll see you over at the farm. Oh, this is a shed that I'm having replaced here. I just don't like the wide open. Bad weather can get in at the bales and whatnot, so they told me they had a brand new 30 by 60 shed that's all enclosed except for a couple doors on each end and in the middle. So the shop has said they'll come back and take this one down and construct the new one, and I'll see you there when the work is done. Well, Charles is still here cultivating the rest of this field, 52 and 51. He's just about done. I'm headed to the shop as a few of my supplies have came in, and I'm gonna go and check them out and bring them back to the farm. Well, Charles here, he called me back. He said he was almost done, and he had to go look after a sick kid, so Chuck said he'd meet me up at one of the other fields that needed cultivating. I think it was 45 and 28, or 46 and 47 need it cultivating, so Chuck said I can meet him up there and he'd take over for Charles for the rest of the day. So that's what I'm going to do. I'll take the tractor and cultivator up there and... Well, I met Chuck up here. He's taking off in the tractor there. As you can see, he's got 46, and I believe it's 47 down there at the bottom, yeah, to cultivate. And then he's got 35, and I believe it's 34 here also to cultivate it, the lime in, and then he'd be ready to go with the seeding. And that's what I'm on the way down to the farm or shop for, is to see the seeders that they brought in for me, and we'll figure out what we want to plant in each field. I think, from what I understand, Chuck and I were gonna plant grass in this one and make this as our hay field. I know we have a couple other fields that we have hay in, and then we can plant wheat or barley or oats in this one, corn in a couple of the other fields, or maybe even soybeans to help offset some of the costs that Chuck is gonna charge me for all his labor. He said he had another friend that was willing to help out when he could. He didn't give me a name yet. He had to get more info from him before he decided to come over and help. But that's where I'm headed, and once again, well, as you can see, I'm here at the shop, and as I said, my seeder and planter were in, so Chuck will be happy about that. He can finally get some planting done. So we got the seeder here for from horse. It will plant my grain crops and whatnot, and then I have the other one here, and it will plant the rest of the crop. I also had the Fendt forage wagon, and they gave me a pretty good deal here on this Krone from the shop, and it can actually hold more per liter than the Fendt one did. It looks actually like a beast, as you can say. It's huge, it's big. But so are these planters. This is planter here. It's a 24 row planter, and it'll help with getting the seeding done a lot quicker on some of the bigger fields, and same with this one here. Can't remember the exact width of it, and same with this one, but they'll help Chuck get done quicker and myself get done the planting quicker, so we can move on to other things and get our plants our crops growing. So I'll take one of these back. I know he's still busy. I can get started planting on one of the fields while he's still cultivating, and I can leave this here for now until I can get back. So I'll meet you at one of the fields that I'm gonna plant. I don't know which one yet, and we'll go from there. I'm on my way back to the store here. The horse planter that I bought, it only took 2,000 liters of seeds for storage. So they said they had a nice little add-on here that I could pick up from the store. It's in stock. It's just a matter that they had to wheel it out, and it'd be at the front waiting for me when I showed up. Obviously, it hasn't arrived yet, or there's a little bit late getting here with it, so I'll wait on them before I go back and get my seeds. Well, as you can see, I got the extra storage capacity here on the front of the tractor for seeds. Now all I have to do is make my way back to the store to get more seeds put into it, and then go plant one of my fields here and go from there. Oh, I'm just about back here at the store, and Chuck called me and said I should start at the one closest field closest to the barn there and put it in soybeans, and I thought that was a great idea. But I'm once again here at the store. Like I said, it's not that big, but tight confines in here. I did have the seeder down here filling up with fertilizer. Better watch out where I'm driving, if not I might hit these garbage cans. Or hit the fence, one of the two. Wouldn't it look good? So I'll fill this up and then go to the field that Chuck was talking about, and getting my seeds here. It's amazing how fast it will fill up. Oh, as you can see that by there's only 2,200 liters in it. Cost me about $2,000. So I'll meet you at the field that we're gonna plant. Oh, this is a new recruit here who's taking over for me as I plant. I believe this is 52. We'll check my map. Good thing I got that wrong. It's actually 53. Field 53, that is. But that's Monica there. She's doing quite the job here. She asked me to set up a couple headlands before she actually started going, so I set up a couple down here and a couple way down there at the river, and she said that should be good enough for her to go back and forth and get this field planted with soybeans. Chuck is still working away at cultivating, and yeah, I'm back at the farm here as well. As you can see, the shop came in here and they built this lovely, lovely shed here that I can store some of my vehicles in. They said they had to move a couple things before they could put the shed up, but they asked me for permission to move the silo here, so I moved it there, or they moved it there actually. The hay lofts, they had to move over here to create some more room. They thought about leaving the silo over there, but they didn't think there would be enough room. Obviously, they haven't came back for this nice Fendt forage wagon yet. I'll have to make a quick call down to the shop and have their guy come down here. I don't think they were expecting me to drop it off. I didn't notice that my Mahindra went missing. I guess they saw it here and they said it needed a little tune-up when they started it, so they must have taken that instead of the forage wagon. So that's why I don't have anything here. I was talking to my friend about the cows that are supposed to be coming. He said they should be here any day now. So yeah, they were coming in. I forget from where he said, but it wasn't too far away. They came over from Canada first, and the stop he said, and I forgot to write it down. But yeah, he said they should be here within the next couple days. He didn't tell me quite how many were in there. He said he had to throw his in because he was giving them up, or his farm up, and I was going to bring them in to mine, or he said I could take care of them as well as the ones that he already had for me. Basically, this is just where you come in to feed and give hay or straw to cover the ground for them, and everything's all nicely cleaned up here. Nice little wheelbarrow and a couple brooms and garbage cans. So once the paperwork's done, I can get them over here. So for now, I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. I'll let Monica and Chuck here continue on with what they're doing. With that being said, thanks for watching and have a good day.